Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Being the Odds. It is Monday, October 7th, 2024. We are back with our NFL best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Being the Odds. Let's recap yesterday's results. So yesterday, we had another nice day, 6-4, 3-2 on members only, 3-2 on free plays, winning days all the way around. Members only best bet, Vikings -1.5, win. I will say I got nervous at the end, but then I remembered it's the Jets, so we were fine. And that's exactly what ended up happening, even with Aaron Rodgers. Texans money line, win. They look a lot different on Nico Collins, though. Over 45, Jacksonville and Indianapolis was fucking free. Bengals +2.5 was a travesty. We absolutely should have won that. If Evan McPherson can make a fucking field goal, we get that win, but it is what it is. Steelers -2.5, great drive by Dak at the end to win that thing. Redskins -2.5, boy, do we look good. Oh boy, 3 straight games over 30 points. Jeez, man, Jaden Daniels is the fucking man. I'm so fired up that he's my quarterback. Oh my goodness. Broncos -2.5, easy win, never a doubt. Dolphins money line. I told y'all it was gross as shit yesterday, excuse me, and we got the dub. And the Rams +3.5, man, if they just make a fucking extra point on that second touchdown, we're good. And they didn't, so that's why we lost that game, which was ridiculous. And the over 48.5, San Francisco and Arizona was screwed because San Francisco, first off, Jordan Mason fumbled on the 8-yard line, which is ridiculous. And on top of that, they don't have a field goal kicker, so he couldn't get like a 45-yard chip shot because they didn't have a field goal kicker. So that should have gone over too. We saw the board very well yesterday. If a couple kickers kickers screwed us yesterday. And guess what? Kickers are cruel mistresses. Sometimes they give and sometimes they take, and yesterday they took. But overall for the year, 52-50. And you know what? That record on its face isn't great. But what I will say is with how bad week 1 and week 2 and half of week 3 was, the fact that we have clawed our way back to here to over 500 gives me so much confidence. It fires me the fuck up because we have been on a run over the last couple of weeks. We're 21-10 over our last 31 NFL bets. We're on 21-10 run, 6-4 yesterday. And last year we went 218-144, 54-24 in best bets, plus 73.14 units. And we got Monday Night Football tonight, baby. And I've got 3 picks I'm going to give you guys here for Monday night, along with 1 members only best bet in the NFL, 1 in the MLB. You know where to get those. But if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these NFL videos every single day, along with the MLB, college football, NBA, and NHL. Go after our first 15,000 subscribers, so I'm excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So let's jump in the first play that we have today. I'm going to get started with our first play, which would be under 43.5, New Orleans and Kansas City. There's going to be a couple of you guys who said, never bet unders ever. It's like, okay, but this game's going to go under because first off, the public is heavy, and I mean heavy, on the over today. The public is just hammering it right now. 72% of the bets are on the over today, while only 55% of the money is. This is a very obvious underplay if you're looking at what the casino wants to have happen, and they want the under to hit today. On top of that, you look at Kansas City. They have one of the better defenses in the entire league. You can make an argument they're a top 5 defense, and the Saints defense is actually pretty solid, especially if you've just looked at their last games. I mean, they've played actually pretty well. On top of that, Kansas City's been missing Rashee Rice, big deal. Obviously, they've been missing Hollywood Brown this entire year. Travis Kelce has not looked the same as he was, and Mahomes has been very non-Mahomes-like. And the Saints have really cooled down offensively since those first 2 games where they caught the Panthers by surprise and caught Dallas by surprise. I think that this game is tight. 43.5 is going to be, I think, the lowest number I would take it at, given the fact that actually I would go down to 42.5. But even so, I can see this game being like I can see this being very, very close to this number. I like the under 43.5, and I'm rolling with it. Bet's already locked in. It's going to be the under 43.5, New Orleans and Kansas City. You got to go against the public to win these games. Next, we're going with Chris Olave over 59.5 receiving yards. Olave has been so good this year. My goodness, he's been so good. The last 10 games, he's been averaging 6.6 receiving yards. That was over last year, but this year, he's been averaging the 80s. He's been really, really good. 59.5 is way too low of a number. Now McDuffie will be probably shadowing him a little bit, but the thing is that Olave has chemistry with Derek Carr, which he did not have last year. That did not exist. And also his routes are a lot of 12 or 13-yard digs. So if he can get those catches and then break 1 tackle, that's a 20-yard catch, for example. So I really like Olave for 9.5 receiving yards, especially if if McDuffie doesn't travel. This is even a better game. If he just stays on one side and you just put Chris Olave on the other side, I feel great about that. And they have Rashid Shaheed to be able to take the top off the defense, and then you're going to have Chris Olave coming in for that 15-yard dig route. So give me Olave over 59.5 receiving yards. And I like Samaje Perine today over 13.5 receiving yards. There's a lot of checkdowns with Rashee Rice out. Perine is their receiving back. And Worthy's going to be the main focus defensively because they don't want to get him, beat him over the top. I think there's going to be a lot of screens and checkdowns for Perine today. Kareem Hunt's going to be mostly the running back. Perine will be the receiving back. I think it's over this number. This number is way too low. Give me Perine over 39.5 receiving yards. Now, like I said, we do have a members-only best bet today in the NFL, along with one in the MLB. You can go to the zdmbets.com/picks. Website is linked in the comments below. But guys, go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow.